And it's the race we've all been waiting for this afternoon. The Grade 1 Starlet, the first Grade 1 on the stakes calendar in 2014 for Los Alamitos daytime thoroughbred racing. So a huge moment for the track and a huge race throughout its running, whether it was at Hollywood Park or here in the Orange County Oval. It's a big one, and we've got a Breeders Cup Juvenile Fillies winner, kind of lending it a little bit of an air of legitimacy too, as that it maintains the Grade 1 status. And we saw the list just of the Lukas runners that had won this race, and it was practically all Hall of Famers. Let's check in with Brittany Urton as she's standing by with Lukas.
Thank you, Mike. Yes, it is an absolute honor to be standing by with Wayne Lukas, sending out Take Charge Brandi and the Grade 1 Starlet. Now, how does it feel to be back on your old stomping grounds? I know you're familiar with this.
Been very great. I mean, a lot of people have been so gracious and everything, welcomed me back. I brought a lot of fond memories here, of course.
Does it look at all different to you?
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. It's improved. It's nice. I like it here. I wish I had a quarter horse to run tonight. I don't have any more of those, but I'd like to have one.
We wish you did too. Now let's talk about Take Charge Brandi. I mean, she's basically proven herself to be one of the top 2-year-old fillies in the country, if not the top. Why did you decide to run her in the Starlet today?
Well, there's a variety of reasons. One, I wanted to come here. I told management here I'd like to bring her back. And the other thing is, it is a Grade 1. It's the last Grade 1 of the year, and so we thought we would, take it. I think we pretty much, I hope, decided the championship in the Breeders' Cup, but you never know. I don't trust any of you people, so we want to get a good effort today, and she's doing really well right now, so I thought she deserves a chance.
How did she handle herself since coming into the saddling ring in the paddock?
Unbelievably good. She's getting more professional. She's actually a little bit tougher to handle in the barn area than she is in the saddling paddock, so I was real pleased with her.
All right, well, best of luck, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wayne Lukas sends out Take Charge Brandi and the Grade 1 Starlet.
Take Charge Brandi, deservedly so. She's looking like a champion 2-year-old. Will that championship streak continue for her and make it 3 in a row, including this Grade 1 Starlet? The first Grade 1 in the history of thoroughbred racing at Los Alamitos. Let's go to Frank Miramati with the call.
And they're off. Feathered, broke beautifully straight to the front. Take Charge Brandi is flashing her speed and is now up to take the lead. Maybelline came away in good order, now taking second. Just behind them, Don't Blame Me fourth through a moderate opening quarter mile. Majestic Presence has 5 or 6 to make up, then it's Achiever's Legacy, and Danette is at the back. Take Charge Brandi will be the pace setter, opens up to lead by 2. Maybelline clearly into second. Feathered hugs the rail in third. Don't Blame Me is very eager in between horses. She wants to get a bit closer, 3 lengths off the pace. Majestic Presence in the pink is caught 3 wide with 4 to make up. Then it's Achiever's Legacy and Danette. 6 lengths covers the field. Down the back stretch they go, and it's Take Charge Brandi by a length. Maybelline in pursuit second. Majestic Presence puts her head into a joint third, and inside of her comes Feathered in fourth. Those two are now within 2 lengths of the pacemaker. Just behind them, Don't Blame Me. Achiever's Legacy has 5 to make up. Danette is asked to quicken from behind. 3/8 of a mile to go in the Starlet. Take Charge Brandi's been there every step of the way. Maybelline a half length back second. Majestic Presence 3 wide. Feathered is just behind them. Danette swings into action on the outside of Achiever's Legacy. Inside the quarter pole, Take Charge Brandi. Majestic Presence running a giant race on the outside into second. Feathered at the rail is in third. And then Maybelline fourth. They're coming to the 16th pole. Take Charge Brandi's trying to finish the job. Feathered's coming at her in a rematch. Take Charge Brandi. Feathered. Majestic Presence flattens out late. Maybelline just behind them. Take Charge Brandi in a thriller. Take Charge Brandi. Wire to wire in the Starlet. Feathered was second. Maybelline finished third. Majestic Presence was fourth.
Take Charge Brandi with as game a performance as you'll ever see. It looked like she was done. The entire field took a crack at her, but in the end, it was all heart, Dave.
They flew that final 16th as well. It's not like she was tiring. They just had some horses really coming at her late. Watch the start. Good break for Take Charge Brandi and Victor Espinoza, and immediately he says, nobody else is going to go to the front? We'll take it. She got absolutely no pressure here. 47-3 to the half mile.
Yeah, the 4 Feathered actually got the lead in the first 50 yards, but Victor Espinoza was under no duress to get the lead. He was actually sitting back. He was taking his foot off the brake pedal. Very, very soft opening quarter for Take Charge Brandi, 23-3. Remember, in the Breeders' Cup, she went 22-1. Excuse me. In her 7 races, this is the second slowest opening quarter she's run. So you knew if she could kind of stretched this field out. She was going to finish here. And as we hook up down the backside, it was apparent early on, Dave, that after about the first 5 furlongs of this race, everybody started to come under pressure. She was the only one traveling.
Yeah, they're actually 4 wide in behind her, and Victor Espinoza is not even asking her, and she's doing it nicely by herself. You can say just tucked in behind her, Mike Smith and Feathered, getting a nice trip here from the rail, and that became her main threat when they turned for home. Mike was looking for an opening. It would eventually be there as Take Charge Brandi would drift out a little bit mid-stretch, and then the 4 would make that run up the rail. The 7, Maybelline, she never went away either. She runs a very good race to be 3rd, but nobody really from the back of the pack was able to make up the ground after going so slow early.
They make their way around the turn. Take Charge Brandi on the lead. Mike Smith, those pink, light blue, and black silks down on the rail. He's the threat and the challenge. Gary Stevens on Majestic Princess posed a big threat at 8-1, loomed up there, didn't have the class to go by. But there's a key point in the race here when you think maybe Take Charge Brandi is going to get swallowed up. But watch this. As the horses swarm around her right here, boom, she finds another gear right in here. She lengthens a little bit right there. And I think it looked like the 4 was getting to her, but I don't think she was ever going to pass. This is a filly.
You're right.
Always going to do just enough to get the job done.
They were not going to go by.
No.
She would let them get to the throat latch, but you got the sense that they could have gone another quarter mile and they would have just been right there at her neck. She never would have gone by. Take Charge Brandi, that was as game gets, and she just rattled off her third consecutive graded stakes victory. She caps off a 2-year-old campaign, undoubtedly your champion 2-year-old filly. And once again, it's a Keeneland sales grad in the winner's circle for a grade 1. She was a Keeneland September purchase of 2013 for $435,000. D. Wayne Lukas, I believe to this point, he and Bob Baffert are the only 2 dual Hall of Famers in both the Quarter Horse and Thoroughbred Hall of Fame.
As far as trainers,
yes,
probably for sure. I can't think of anybody else.
You know what amazes me with this filly and Will Take Charge is that the disastrous form they had in the first part of the year and how it turned around. You remember Will Take Charge? It was just dreadful. Then all of a sudden, he hit the middle of the year, the Travis, and he started winning. It was unbelievable. I can't figure out how horses make a complete turnaround like that. That's why Wayne, he runs them, and they show up. Most people would have stopped on her. Probably.
And there was no break. Yeah,
No.
she just got better. And there are a lot of divisions that are certainly up for grabs as far as the Eclipse voting goes. Not this one. Slam dunk.
Let's check in again with Brittany Urton, who's standing by in the winner's circle. Brittany?
Thanks, Mike. Wait, jockey Victor Espinoza, do you need to go weigh yourself before this interview, or are you good?
No, I'm good right now for a couple seconds.
Okay, I'm with some very happy connections right here. Owner Willis Horton and obviously Victor Espinoza. Victor, I'll ask you first because I know that you have to weigh. Take us through that trip. You really seem to be handed the lead there, and she pulled away easy.
Yeah, as soon as I take the lead and I got this high speed, the normal, she went on the Breeders Cup, and that was it. I was just all over. I was a little bit concerned in the last 16, but the other horses that got next to me, and she kept going.
Well, it was a phenomenal ride, and she's a phenomenal horse. I'll let you go out and weigh. Now I'm with owner Willis Horton. Take Charge Brandi. She has taken you through an incredible trip. Breeders' Cup, Delta Downs, and now here. What has the journey been like for you as an owner?
Been great, and I tell you, I've truly enjoyed it all, and I've met so many wonderful people at these different tracks, and it's really a big accomplishment that I'm proud of, and I'm proud of the people that I've met. The news media's been terrific to me. They've been real nice, and I just enjoy the whole thing.
I would say that she basically got the Eclipse Award because of this win here today, but I'm sure she's a champion in your eyes.
Oh, yeah, I thought she was champion before this race, but the old saying, we put the icing on the cake today.
I think you did. Well, congratulations, and go enjoy yourself. Go celebrate.
All right, thank you.
Some very, very jubilant connections here in the winner's circle after the Grade 1 Starlet, Take Charge Brandi. I think she pretty much has that Eclipse Award in the bag. What do you guys think?
Yeah, without a doubt, Brittany.
1-9.
Yeah.
I'm a voter, and I say, yeah, it's all right. That's the first vote
Who
I'm
else
going to
can
make.
you
Wait,
vote for?
You
You
can't
can't.
give anybody one.
She did it all.
Yeah.
But back to D. Wayne Lukas, and you were talking about like Will Take Charge. This is a horse that was in terrible form and then just snaps back in. But it's kind of the old school way to training. Jason Levine on his radio show this morning was even saying the thing he likes about D. Wayne Lukas, he races them into shape. When they're in shape, he keeps racing them.
Well, that's his
style of going.
His mantra is, look, if the horses are training good, lead them over there rather than just keep training on them. If they're not doing good, you need to look for a softer spot or give them a little time. If they're doing good, there's a grade 1 with this purse money attached, lead them over there.
They're not always going to be good. So
No,
when they are good, you have to
Keep
go.
racing them.
Yeah.
Keep racing them.